For more insight into this case, I'm now joined by criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Joshua Ritter, host of the True Crime Daily Sidebar podcast. Josh, always a pleasure to have you. I mean, I am sure that you had that same, kind of human reaction that we're all having to this story, and that is you can't be serious. But you're also looking at this through a legal lens as well. What do you make of the case?
Yeah, the words that I've heard described this by many people is as a nightmare, and that's the only way to look at it. Is that you're going on vacation, you're not really thinking about something like this happening, and all of a sudden your life is turned upside down. But from a legal perspective, I got to tell you, this happens more often than you would think. I personally have handled several cases where folks have, for whatever reason, they've gone on a hunting trip, they've gone on a camping trip, they're using the same bags, and they're not thinking about what might still be in those bags. And something like this happens where they're found with either ammunition or a weapon. And unfortunately, he's in a situation where he's now caught in a country that just has different laws and different way of looking at this than we might. And so it's coming down to now an effort in diplomacy, and I'm hoping that that works out to their benefit.
Yeah, I spoke to a different family yesterday, the Hagerich family, who's going through the exact same thing in Turks and Caicos. It's one thing if he had an entire loaded gun in that duffel bag, Josh, but we're talking about 4 stray bullets here. What's your take on that law in Turks and Caicos, which is brand new, to my understanding, and the fact that he could be now facing 12 years behind bars for it?
This is the problem when you create laws that have these mandatory minimums that don't really take into account situations like this. This was obviously an accident. The law is designed to keep that country safe, and they obviously don't want weapons, they don't want ammunition. But this is not something that I think that was contemplated by the law, which is simply a mistake that was made. The other curious part about all of this is that he flew into the country, I'm guessing with the same bag and the same bullets, stray bullets found inside of his weapon. And it wasn't ever located leaving the U.S. or entering Turks and Caicos, and it was only discovered on his way out. And so, again, you begin to wonder, what is the real purpose behind this law, and was it to stop people like this?
Yeah, you bring up a good point that it was caught coming on his way back home to the United States. The TSA is now investigating the Oklahoma airport that Ryan and Valerie Watson flew out of. Could those TSA agents in Oklahoma be liable for not spotting this ammunition before the couple made it all the way abroad?
They may be looking at other difficulties and other problems and people that they're going to have to answer to, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to help these folks out in answering the questions to the government there in Turks and Caicos.
Mm-hmm. Pressure is mounting to release him, and we just heard from Governor Stitt and Kelsey's reporting there. There are other families, as you and I have mentioned, in his exact same shoes. Is this a country that will bend to that kind of pressure, or no?
I'm hoping so. I mean, a large part of their economy is based upon tourism. And obviously, if they're so rigid on an issue like this involving people who are bringing money into their economy and folks that obviously were not trying to violate or take advantage of this law, but it was simply a mistake. And again, it comes down to there was no criminal intent here to break this law. You'd imagine that they would look at the bigger picture and realize that the PR fallout from keeping someone in prison over something like this might cause such a back-end damage to their economy and tourism that they would look for an opportunity and a way to find a solution to this.
Yeah, this has been a scary wake-up call for a lot of people. I imagine a lot of people have no interest now in going to visit Turks and Caicos. Josh Ritter, always good to have you. Have a great weekend, and we'll check back in as we continue to follow this case.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.